Hey everybody, Kevin and Robin here. Another Wednesday for you. Looks like you got a little rosé going this week.
Yeah, I mean, still bright and sunny out there. It's cooled off a little bit, but we've got 4 weeks left of summer, so a bottle for every week.
Absolutely. And then like Indian summer too, right? That whole like
Always.
extra bit of summer at the end. So we're gonna have lots of rosé coming your way. So for kind of new ones, and then we're still hoping Montrose gonna be back in a couple weeks too, right? The boxes.
Fingers
so.
crossed. We got lots of requests for more of those Montrose boxes, and those will carry right through into the fall. Let's hope.
Yeah, we got a big lineup for those, but we'll let you know just as soon as they're back in the shop. In the meantime, pretty sweet deal over here though. I like this maybe better. You get a couple different ones to try.
Well, yeah, you gotta have a little variety.
Yeah, mix it up.
So we've got a couple of those new ones that we've been talking about and pointing out before. So the Beaujolais that we had a couple weeks ago, and the
Love
three
this
little
one.
pigs. This is super cute. Villa des Anges, so another little southern French dry, crispy, fresh style, and then some Portuguese in there to just kind
yeah.
of switch it up.
Mixing
and,
it up. I like it.
yeah.
All right.
$79.95.
$79.95 for all four. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
I really like this one, despite the kind of cool throwback vintage label. I think the juice is really good. We don't see a lot of Gamay rosé for whatever reason, because it kind of seems like a perfect wine for rosé, right? It's like low, it's kind of lower alcohol. It's got like nice fruit. It's soft, pretty. It's like a perfect rosé wine. So I'd see more of these coming out of Beaujolais because they're really fun. And then over here, got a brand new producer.
We do. So we're really kind of expanding our section that's down in like the southwest corner of France. There's
Yes,
a
we
really huge market for some fantastic wines that we don't always see a ton of in the shop. So this is super
Yeah.
exciting.
It is, because I think it's really that region people don't know about in France, right? Everyone kind of thinks of France as this wine region that's like discovered or known, or everybody knows the classic areas. So back 20 years ago, maybe we were looking for Bordeaux or Burgundy or Rhone wines. Well, those are kind of like pretty picked over categories now, right? So now we got to get a little more creative. So that's what we're doing. So last trip down to France, we spent more time in the Loire Valley. We spent a lot of time in the southwest of France. So we were down in weird places like Irouléguy, which is fun. It's right in Basque country. We're going to have one of those coming up. We spent a little bit of time in the Jurançon, which we've talked about a little bit. We've spent some time in Cahors, which is what we're talking about today, and a little bit of time in Mataran, which we're going to be talking about that a little bit too. So we were really excited to get Chateau de Cidre, because it's really one of the most famous and best producers in Cahors. So we've got 3 wines today. I think we're going to taste the white, right? It's
I think
cold.
we should.
That's a good sign that you want to taste it. So screw cap. These are kind of fun because they're just in and around the area of Cahors, which gives the winery a little more play with the grape varieties they can use. So this is kind of a neat one, right? A little Uni Blanc and Colombard blend. Is that what we got going in there?
That's what we got going on. And those are 2 grapes that are actually used a lot in making cognac as well.
Cognac and Armagnac, right? But
Yeah.
nobody drinks that anymore. So what are you going to do with all those grapes? Gotta make some wine with it, right?
Uni Blanc is the most widely planted white grape in France as well, right?
Yeah, that and Chardonnay, but Uni Blanc, who'd think, right? But because back in the day they sold so much Cognac and Armagnac that it became a grape variety that was planted all over the Southwest. But now that people are drinking less spirits, they were trying to find other reasons to use the grape. So they came up with this Côte de Gascogne, so wines from Gascony. Really fresh, really summery. I like this wine. I took this home last week and had it on kind of Sunday afternoon. It was really hot out. It's really crushable. What is it, like 11?
And it's 11.5 too, so
11.5 in
low alcohol.
It's nice.
Super bright acidity, and I think that's like pretty textbook for those grapes as well, is you kind of get that like freshness and citrus pop.
For sure. It kind of smells like a spring day. It's like kind of floral and pretty, but it's got a little bit of cut to it. So I wouldn't say it's bone dry, but it's really like juicy and fresh. And just, man, that's not going to last long if you pop that open on the patio. And if you want to try the reds too, they have a really fun Malbec. A lot of people know Malbec more from Argentina, right? I've done such a good job promoting it that people just think it's Argentine, but actually it comes from the Cahors. That's the original place of Malbec. And this is a great example of just like a really fruity, soft, pretty easy drinker, right? Just like pop and pour, maybe a little chill on it. Again, both those are $19.95.
Totally. Yeah.
So great
$20
value.
wines, super value. And then if you want one that you can kind of lay down and age for a little bit, they've got some of those too.
Right. This is really fun. I wanted to talk about that more because a lot of people looking for Bordeaux or Burgundy and they want something to put in their cellar for like 10 or 15 years. And it's really hard for us to come up with those. But in an area like Cahors, you don't have, it's not as known, so there's some really good deals in there. And this is an amazing wine. It's all organic. They work entirely biodynamically. The wine is spectacular. It really kind of drinks kind of like Bordeaux, you know, it's kind of like a Bordeaux or Chardonnay kind of style to it, but really lots of structure, incredible wine. And if you like to throw things in the cellar for 10 years and you don't want to spend a bunch of money, I honestly can't think of a better one than that. So definitely check that out for a little cellar selection. And then you got a couple of drinkers here, and if you need the rosé, you got the pack. Countdown's on for the new shop too.
I know things are hopping today. We're flying through, getting everything ready. We're only a couple weeks.
Yeah, hopefully. If I do my job, everything happens okay. Then it'll be a couple weeks. If I screw
You've
it
been
up,
working pretty hard.
maybe
I think
3
we'll get
weeks.
there.
I don't know. We'll get her going. But we'll let everyone know once we're ready to roll. Hope we'll see you this weekend. Thank you.